Welcome to Eerie Bites of History, your daily serving of strange bites of the past. In today's video, we have a haunted wreck, an impossible death, and a glitch in time, all of which happened on July 10th. Let's begin. On July 10th, in 2010, a chilling discovery was made inside a small Tokyo apartment. A 35-year-old man was found dead, his body in a grotesque state that stunned even seasoned investigators. His internal organs were completely cooked as if boiled from within, yet there was no sign of external burns, no open flames, no damage. Even more baffling, the door was locked from the inside, and the windows were sealed shut. There was no evidence of foul play, no forced entry, no toxins in his system. The official report labeled it a suicide. But how? Authorities claimed it was a form of internal combustion, triggered by an unknown self-inflicted method. But that explanation only deepened the mystery. Whispers began circulating online that this was a rare case of spontaneous human combustion, a phenomenon long dismissed by scientists, but eerily fitting the man's condition. Others proposed a more sinister theory. The victim had unknowingly been exposed to a secret experiment, perhaps part of a secret military test. Despite multiple forensic reviews, no clear cause has ever been found. And over a decade later, the case remains unsolved as a modern-day locked room mystery that continues to haunt Japan's online forums and the imagination of those who dare to look too closely. On July 10, 1956, a Soviet naval expedition made a grim discovery beneath the cold waters of the Baltic Sea, the final resting place of the Wilhelm Gustloff, a German ship that had been torpedoed by a Soviet submarine in the final months of World War II. On January 30th, 1954, killing more than 9,000 people, most of them civilians, including thousands of women and children fleeing the advancing Red Army. It remains the deadliest maritime disaster in recorded history. For over a decade, the wreck had vanished, swollen up by wartime chaos and the secrets of the sea. But the Soviet divers finally reached the ship. What they reported was chilling. Some claimed to hear faint muffled echoed cries, the twisting of the steel hull like screams trapped in it. Others described an overwhelming sensation of panic and sorrow, a strange distortion that forced them to surface abruptly. Despite the historical significance of the site, it has remained largely untouched, as if it was protected by a silent warning. To this day, divers who approach the wreck speak of a cold, haunting presence surrounding it, tugging at their limbs, and equipment that unexplainably fails. Some say it's the power of suggestion, others believe it's the souls of thousands who perished that night in that icy tomb. Whatever the truth may be, the Wilhelm Gustloff is more than just a shipwreck. It's a ghost story written in steel and sorrow, resting silently beneath the waves. On July 10th, 1996, a seemingly ordinary afternoon of shopping in Liverpool turned into one of the most baffling alleged time encounters in modern history. A couple, Frank and Carol, were walking along Bold Street, a well-known pedestrian shopping area, when they decided to cut through a side alley to reach the other side more quickly. The moment they stepped into the narrow street, everything changed. The noises of modern life, cars, chattering construction, eerily silent. The air felt different, heavier, and they emerged on the other side. They were stunned to see cars on the road that were 1950s models. The people around them were dressed in mid-century clothes, women in hat and gloves, men in long coats and fedoras. Even the shops were different. One in particular caught Frank's attention, a store called Crisps, which he later discovered had closed down decades earlier. Thinking they had walked into a movie set, they continued toward the store they recognized, only to see the world abruptly snap back to normal. Cars, the people, the storefronts, all modern again, as if nothing had happened. Frank and Carol were shaken, but clear-headed. They were not on any medication, and no history of hallucinations, so no explanation was ever found. Psychologists and psychiatrists, and even paranormal researchers alike, have examined their case. Many of the theories proposed, from quantum glitches to overlapping dimensions, none fully explain what happened. Their account remains one of the best documented and most compelling time slips experiences ever reported. Old Street is still considered a hotspot for strange temporal paranoia, so it begs the question, what really happened that day? Like your history snack-sized? Drop us a comment with your favorite bite and subscribe. Join us daily for your eerie dose of the past.